Here's a shirt. I'll be back. Yeah, no problem. All right, everybody, I'm back. This is so hot out here. My other device overheated. Believe it or not, my other phone I was recording on overheated with this damn desert heat. It's so hot out here. I told you guys it was going to be hot out here. I hope you brought the water if you're coming out here. Come water. The only thing I missed is a bunch of arguing. We didn't miss much, guys. We missed a bunch of arguing. AOC's in there. Apparently Veronica Escobar's still in there. Kennedy, I saw him get escorted off. He left. You see these two vans right here. These two vans right here. Are you looking at me? Oh shit! Let me turn this camera. You don't want to look at me. You want to look at these vans. All right, these two vans right here are the ones that brought them in. So they're still here. You got a boatload of sheriffs and deputies. Oh, sorry, Border Patrol deputies. Bunch of support here. Yeah, it's too hot out here, guys. It's you said Anthony's going down. It's just so hot out here that I always have two devices to record with for that particular reason, but today's especially hot. Like I said, it's just radiating hot off of these rocks, and you got the media over here that I know they're going to be. They got their tents and what have you over there, but it's nice and toasty. They got little umbrellas trying to keep themselves cool. People are trying to get under the trees as much as they can. The Patriots are still sitting on top of the rocks right there, not taking the high ground. But you got it's hot. That's all I can say is it is hot out here. I don't know what it is. Does anybody check the temperature on K-Fox or something? Or it's just so hot. But nonetheless, you can see everybody crowded up against the building here because it's just unbearable to the point.
How? If you can tell me why, I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you if you can tell me why. Tell me why and I'll agree with you. I'll agree with you. Tell me why. I'll agree with you. Tell me why. Tell me why. Who do you give up for? You don't have to say something. And if you start getting a little bit more, you're not going to like the end result.
Hillary Clinton, right? So you voted for Hillary Clinton.
Hey, don't put your hands on
Hillary Clinton. He voted for Hillary Clinton.
Yes,
Trump is the criminal.
That's right, I did.
He voted for Hillary Clinton.
No, dude.
I don't care. Don't wave your hand. I don't know you like that. He's in the good side. Come talk to us. Richard, look at me. Come talk to us.
You voted for Clinton. What do you think about the letters?
Traitors, fucking traitors, man. You're Mexicans, man. You minority. You gotta vote for the Democrats.
I will agree with you. Tell me why. Tell me why. That's what I thought. You don't know why.
Voted for Hillary Clinton. That's all.
Traitors.
Bury it.
My other device overheated. I'm on device number 2 because it's so hot out here. You got a good umbrella here. See, close the cams. Let me see your sign. All right. So, what are your thoughts about this facility here? You think it's on being? You think the kids? I don't know. I heard reports that on both sides, from attorneys saying it's a bit bad. I've seen reports from some news agency that it's okay. What are your opinion on this whole idea?
The whole idea is wrong.
No, not the attorneys. I've heard the media that have gone in and take a look at it come out and say, you know, it's clean. The kids are playing. They got the free reign of they can run around in there and play. I haven't been in there. I plan to be in there probably in a couple of weeks. So.
Living in they're not adequately clothed. They're not at the right temperature.
Yeah.
They can't go outside.
That's why. That's why. He can't tell you why.
It's unfathomable that this is their public health. Go back with their families.
My biggest concern, my own personal concern.
Yeah. The people that get allowed in as a group that have an immigration hearing show up to the immigration hearing. What are we afraid of? Let them go to their hearing.
Okay.
Let them be a family. I'm from Alaska. We're a fishing family.
All right. Thank you for your. Here's well, I'm from the Sun City live stream. It's a streaming service from El Paso, so you can see all kinds of things. Are you from? You're from Alaska. How are you doing this?
Old fat white woman.
I'm being from El Paso. Yeah. Stay cool. Stay cool. It's hot. It's too hot out here. I am with Sun City Racing. That's a dog thing. That's a group I support, but that's not me. This is for me right here. This is mine. I support this group. This is a local Law and Pause. Let me have that one back. But I know Law and Pause, this organization here is actually a police officer who's a female police officer who was on cases where animal abuse is. And instead of taking the dogs to the city shelter, she started her own because they need rehab. They need, to be rehabbed and cared for. And so she has her own service now that she takes these abused dogs and rehabs them. So I constantly support her mission. So yeah, she's doing amazing work. Amazing work. But Sun City live streams, what we are is a streaming service, and we do all kinds of events: politics, art, entertainment, concerts. So we're a non-partisan group that just goes around and doing this. So people who don't want to sit out here in 100-degree weather, right? They can sit in their air conditioning and watch. So that's what we do.
Just a slogan, just sticking words. When you don't have a brain, use a mantra. When you don't have a brain, just repeat the same words. That's a lot easier. But the Democrats started the KKK. The Democrats are in league with fascists. The head of the DNC was promoting a book about Antifa.
Apparently you're in the KKK.
Hey, buddy.
So it's just empty words. What?
No fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! Trump 2020! No Trump 2020! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump! No KKK, no fascist USA! No Trump!
All right, guys, we have action here. We got two factions here. We got the Trump supporters and the Patriots here, and we got the people who are opposed over here to wanting to close the camps. Hi, Julie. I see your message there. I allow people to talk on this platform. I don't want to get into a confrontation. I don't want to debate on either side. I just would like to have people listen to what the other side's saying without shouting back. And it's interesting to hear the different perspectives. We just want to provide an unbiased stream so that we can at least, for a change, have a raw feed that shows both perspectives, and we don't favor one side or the other. I have my personal beliefs. I personally am a conservative, but I do listen to both sides. That way you guys can see the other side and hear the other side. And if they sound ridiculous, they sound ridiculous. If they sound good, they sound good. But at least we get to see different perspectives, and that's very, very important for our democracy and our republic, to allow each other to talk without getting aggressive all the time, which is what's happening today. Everybody's overly aggressive, and nobody's really listening and trying to resolve it. And it's a sad thing. So the purpose behind Sun City live streams is to provide a broad view of what's happening without any editing, without any bias put into it, as little as possible, and let's let it be what it is. It's like if you were out here watching, you can actually feel like you're out here watching this stream without having to deal with the heat, having to deal with the arguing, the slinging of profanities and all that stuff. You can just sit back at home and enjoy yourself at home in your air conditioning. Dean, I believe AOC is still in there. That's why you have the guards up there protecting the doors, because AOC is still in there. I believe Veronica Escobar is in there. and others. I saw Kennedy leave earlier. When we got here, Kennedy left with an escort, and I don't know why he left. Oh, Jesus, my equipment's failing, guys. It's just so hot out here. All right, we're gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna keep switching phones, guys. So if this phone overheats, I got my backup phone, and if my backup phone overheats, I'll go back to my original phone. It's gonna be a constant back and forth with this heat here. Even my price of the phone is failing, so I might have to get my selfie stick instead and go with that because the heat's just killing this stuff. It's too hot out here.
Hey, I just taking your freedom. Try that white male shit on me. I'll talk for you. Save it. Yeah, good job. What university? No, you're just a poop dog on camera. Save your little fight for you. What children you fight once they got left? Yeah.
Look, even this one, look. Okay.
Get them home. Send them home.
All right, guys, I'm getting another warning about my device overheating. It's so damn hot. If I cut off, like I said, not if. When this cuts off, I'll start up. Hopefully my other phone is cooled off by now, and I'll kick that one on.
Yeah, I'm going to try to figure out how to get home and do all this at one time. I got to do this release here in a minute. They just showed up. You have no idea what I'm doing.
That's a fact. All children matter. That is a fact, people. That's a fact.
Okay, so I'll be back in just a little while, okay?
All right, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to unplug the microphones, and I'm just going to carry this phone down in my hand for right now because it's absurdly hot. Give me a second. You might have a little jiggling around of the phone while I do this. So hang tight. It's going to be a little messy. So hold on real quick. All right, let me try. Almost, guys. Hold on. All right, let's see. What do we got here? All right, I'm going to flip this. I'm on a selfie stick now, so you might get a little bouncy of a footage. But the mic should still work. What are your thoughts, James? What's going on out here?
It's complicated. Really, it's just a bunch of theatrics.
It's the
At the end of the day, right? I think, that's what I think. I think the Congress or people who are coming in had their mind made up before they came in.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of just a show. And I came just to show, like, there's people that aren't all part of that mindset. But I mean, it's a big mess, and we need more people in the political environment that are not so worried about pointing the finger at the other side and just more focused on real solutions.
Yeah.
So there was an article that I've been following and reading over the day, talking about moderate Democrats that voted, and they wanted the Senate bill that was for funding Customs and Border Patrol and ICE and providing more supplies and equipment to take care of people in detention. There were some, fortunately, moderate Democrats that said, let's pass the Senate bill.
Yeah.
And let's get this stuff to who they need it. And unfortunately, there were extreme leftists like AOC, Escobar, probably Castro, I don't know, a number of them, Congress people, more radical leftists, said no, and they voted against it. So, you know, they're going to say how horrible the conditions are, but they voted against, you know, funding
they voted against
conditions
it.
better.
Yeah.
And what they want is an all or nothing approach. They're like,
right.
We want no wall. We want you to be able to claim asylum from your home country, which is ridiculous. We want no vetting, just, you know, no human is illegal. And we want Medicare for all. They want all of that.
Yeah.
And it's just unreasonable.
It's impossible. All right, man. My phone's overheating. I'm going to try to get as much coverage.
Yeah.
My other phone doesn't shut off on me, so I got to try to get as much as I can over here.
See live streams. Thank you.
Consider live streams. Yes, sir.
Alright, so your sign says no more child abuse in our name. What is your name? Like Marco.
And
what say?
That reaction, I guess. And where are you from?
Well, I find it rather ironic that the law doesn't require they want to jail. I mean, there's a system for doing everything. They also don't understand the asylum system. It's a legal system. So I don't know why I engaged.
What is your reaction?
How do you think you could break through
I guess the
someone wanting to let you speak?
trying to figure it all out.
You can. When they end the conversation with the raspberry, and
I'm an American. Get it through your head. Get it through your head. You guys are all retarded. America first. You guys shit where you eat. You guys shit where you eat. That's what they do. You guys shit where you eat. How many are you gonna take home and take care of? How many are you gonna take home and take care of? Okay, well, whatever. And then what are you gonna do with them? You look like kind of weird guy, man. I would've just get with you. Yeah, you look kind of funky, bro. I would've just no kids with you.
Yeah. Well, when you make fun of my sister who's disabled and living on the streets, I stopped engaging with you. When you make fun of my homeless sister who's mentally challenged, I stopped engaging with you. Thank you. You don't care about all Americans, my friend. I'm sorry. I wish you did.
That's the guy that smiles and says, I have something smart to say, but really doesn't understand.
I'm telling you a personal story that he laughed at and mocked me for, my sister.
That's a good.
Who's homeless on the street with mental illness.
Yeah.
And Americans leave her to die. The healthcare system leaves her to die.
Do you find it interesting that they were able to find $4.6 billion for this, but they can't find
You've
enough
already
funding?
asked
No, I'm asking you about funding for your sister, for people in that
Well, of
situation.
course, but that's big pharma.
Yeah, okay.
They have a lot of big issues.
What do you think the solution for that is?
I think money should be taken out of politics first and foremost. And when you get the money out of politics, you get rid of the lobbyists.
I agree with that 100%, man. That's a good one, man.
That's where everything comes from. And guess what? Everyone here agrees on that.
The lobbyists are killing this country. In fact, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. And if we could get term limits and lobbyists gone, man, we can fix the whole country.
Fix the country.
And we should find those things that we're common in and work with it. I agree with you 100%. If we can get rid of the lobbyists and the corporations, we could save this country, right?
That's exactly right.
Absolutely, man. I am 100%. Tax the rich, tax those who are trying to get the loopholes, all that stuff. Because see, I was kind of bothered by it. I'm a veteran, a disabled veteran, and we get care. They pay attention, but they could do more. But it turns into politics. And they always get in there and they start putting politics. It said, well, we do need to care for people, but, well, you know, my district needs this, my district needs that. And they put all this other junk in there and they can never get anything done because everybody disagrees. And so we're the ones doing what we're doing right now, yelling at each other instead of solving problems.
That's right. I'm on disabled bed as well.
There you go.
I had the VA call me.
Where were you when our
mental
First
health
Amendment
appointment
rights
on
were being
July 2nd, actually tomorrow.
Okay.
They called me up 3 days ago and said cancel it on me, so I can't get it into October.
Did they give you a reason?
I guess they got too many patients overload.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Have you talked to Congresswoman Escobar yet?
No, I have not talked to her.
Give her a call and she will help you. Here's my card. This is for Sun City live stream. That's what I'm with. That's a live stream on
All
Facebook.
this bickering and going back and forth, I would say it's not necessary. I'm here, my sons, I'm not here. I never said that the Border Patrol people aren't doing it. They have a job to do. Just like I have a job to do when I was in. We're just getting orders from them.
Exactly.
It's not about we're out here, we're putting pressure so to hire us. Nobody in that facility, I don't fault anybody in that facility. I know they're doing their jobs. I know that. I don't fault anybody in that facility. That's what they have messed up. They think that I'm out here faulting these men and women in uniform. No, it's the higher ups. It's the people that the lobbyists that are saying it's those people that are that's who needs to get the job done. It's not these people out here. It's not these men and women who are in uniform out here. They're doing their job. I know that.
Can I get a hug? Can I get a hug? Give me some love. This is what we need right here.
It really is.
We need to fix this on a common sense level.
Exactly. I have love for them. I'm trying to have conversations with them, but it's hard when they keep hurling insults, telling me I'm hateful, telling me I have nothing but hate. No, I love them. I love them all. That's why I'm supposed to spread love. But all this, like what we're doing right now, it's not going to get us anywhere. It's just going to make people more mad.
Right. That's all. And that's. I think I'm at the point where now I think some of this is designed to keep us at each other's throats, so we can't move forward as a people. They want us divided. Whether it be immigration, race, sex, religion, everybody's got to be emergency system test. Well, I've never been around a lot of people when that happened, but you're sure not going to miss that emergency when they send it out. Yeah, you're fine. You and me are on the same page. We're in the middle. We just want people to think and work together and fix it.
I understand that there's law and people have to obey the law,
Yeah.
but at the same time, people are seeking refuge.
Sure.
At the same time, people are dying. What would you do to save your family? How far of an extent would you go?
Yeah,
You know?
I understand completely.
Just like.
Now, some of them are absolutely legit. I was watching a Homeland Security director in a committee conference with the was it the Senate? Yeah, with the Senate, and he was telling them that they did a pilot test on the rapid DNA testing on the border with 1,000 families, and they found that 15% of them were not families. The children was either bought or hijacked or kidnapped. 15% of them. And I'm all about that. I'm all about these kids need to be protected. I just got a report from a friend of mine in the Border Patrol that I don't want to share the story because it's traumatizing, but there's a poor little girl who had to have her parts physically, surgically repaired because of what she endured on the road up here. And they had to literally recondition her stuff, right? And that's terrible. That's terrible. So I concern myself with all those poor little kids that are they're victims in this.
Yeah, like the kids are who are the victims.
Yeah.
It's like you get the politics mixed in. And you have not to mention the campaign, the 2020 campaign is coming up.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, so that's going to add even more political mess into the mix. Like, this is about human rights. This is human life. I don't believe any human is illegal.
Sure.
I don't believe any human is illegal. Yes, there are proper procedures that people need to go through, but it's about the treatment of these kids right now. You know, prisoners of war get treated better than what the immigration lawyers had said, allegedly how they're getting treated in there. Prisoners of war get treated better.
Hopefully I'll get in there in about 3 weeks and I can put a actual unbiased report because I know I heard from 3 other reporters that it was fine, that the attorneys kind of exaggerated, but again, I don't know. I wasn't in there.
See, I'm going to trust the sworn affidavits.
Sure. Okay,
See,
yeah, I hear you.
This is the other thing too. They've had time to clean up the facility. You was in it.
True.
You get it from higher up. You got it. Hurry up! Come on, we got first sergeant coming.
Sure.
Inspection.
That's valid.
We're gonna clean this up.
Yeah.
But those reporters weren't allowed to talk to the kids either.
That's valid,
So that's
right.
just.
So all of us are kind of we're trusting the attorney's affidavit, right? The sworn affidavit, but it's kind of like, man, we don't have photos. They don't let photos happen. They don't let they don't blur out the kids. But that would answer the question, right? Just put photos with blurred out kids and then let us see.
Just let them see what's going on inside the facility. I think that would actually solve a lot of problems.
Yeah, because a lot of people are concerned that the kids are not being treated right. And if they see that the kids are, and if that's the case, then a lot of this wouldn't even be happening. The question I have a lot of people is, okay, the ones that are found to be not family members and have been, one guy admitted a 51-year-old bought a 6-year-old baby for $80, a 6-month-old, I'm sorry, across the border for $80 from some family that gave him up. That kind of stuff, it infuriates me.
It's crazy. It's just evil. Like, we live in an evil world.
We do.
We live in an evil world.
Yeah. And so my concern is after that child gets taken, right, and they put him in a facility to rehab a little bit and try to find somewhere, they don't know who the parents are, right, because the kid can't talk. And the guy who brought him is not any relation at all. So what do you do with those kids? And the foster system is a mess here in the United States.
I've heard they've had sponsors though that are willing to there's organizations, I know.
You're right.
Part of organizations that there are sponsors who they're willing to take kids in, but they're not letting them take.
Gotcha.
They're not letting them take the kids.
Okay.
So that's just the perspective that I'm coming from.
Sure.
And from what I'm hearing, as for with the other side, they have their reasons. Maybe an illegal broke into their house. An American could have broken into your house too, just like an illegal. It could have been anybody. They're not perfect. Of course, the immigrants that are coming out, nobody's perfect, and there's bad apples everywhere, just like there's bad apples in the BP.
There's always bad apples.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just about the human treatment and what are we really doing
To try to resolve it.
Resolve this. Just treat them right. Just
Just give them some respect. I hear you, and I agree. I think that's the biggest issue I have. If the kids are being treated right, then we need to just let them do their jobs and get them with the sponsors if that's the case. Try to rehab these poor kids, because a lot of them are going to grow up scarred because of not only if they're being treated bad, but imagine being a 5-year-old on this trip with someone that's not your family, right? And you're being abused. Did you hear the story about the lady? The girl. There was a girl also was brought up, and the report just came out on a few news reports that
Okay.
10-year-old girl, no, 12-year-old girl. They found 20 semen samples in her when they took her to the hospital. Once she got here, I'm like, dude, what is going on? Why do people do this to these children? You know, and those are the ones that I'm really concerned about, because we got to figure out how to take care of those kids. You know, that's got to be done. Those animals who did this to her, we need a harsher punishment. There's got to be more harsh punishments. That'll stop them, harsher punishment, and then that'll stop a heck of a lot of trafficking too. Because I have someone very close to me that was trafficked, very, very close to me. And that's a very touchy issue to me. Just like everybody has their concerns, you know, my child, I have a son too. And I'm like, you know what? The kids are victims here, man, and we need to look at it. And we need to give them as much care as we can in here, as long as we can, you know. But all right, hey,
It's nice talking to you.
peace. Take care. Good talking to you. All right, you'll hear another perspective.
Y'all should go help. They need you.
Y'all should go help. You're gonna help.
Something happened over here. Somebody crashed over here. We're gonna go see a crash. Somebody crashed over here. Uh-oh. What's that gray van? A gray van right ahead. They're about to pull off. What happened over here? There's some kind of accident happening. Hopefully everybody's okay. Hopefully everybody's safe. Sheriff is here real quick. Okay, we got a fender bender. Oh, okay, whoa.
Holy shit.
All right, so the sheriff's here. That person looks okay. She's okay, she's okay. Everybody's okay. Nobody's majorly hurt. Thank God everybody's okay. Everybody okay? All right, everybody's okay. All right, thank God everybody's all right. Yeah, everybody looks like they're fine. Had an accident here on the Alameda. Everything looks fine. Bunch of people came to aid. That's good. People still have love in their hearts. Gonna sit back and let the sheriff do their jobs now.
They're just going to doctor.
All right.
The other person is fine.
Hi, I'm eating for a change, Jennifer. How are you enjoying yourself? Anything get thrown at you yet?
No, I've been fine. Lily was on.
Yeah, Lily is a great talker. She's fantastic. She has no filter and she'll say what she thinks.
Yeah. She got a
little bit wild?
Yeah.
All right.
No,
All right, everybody. So thank God this accident, somebody was not paying attention and it caused an accident, but they're okay, thank God. All right, so it's a hot day out here. And we're out here again at the Clint facility. Border Patrol.
To the drive, and the other guy hit him.
Yep. Somebody wasn't paying attention.
They weren't paying attention, yeah. This phone has lasted for a while.
When you want to do it? I'm doing it from in the car now because I got the AC on.
Okay, give me about 5 minutes. I'll be right there. Got a major announcement from Sam Williams that I think I know what he's going to report. I haven't heard the whole story yet, but Sam Williams is running for Congress here in District 16 against the Veronica Escobar and Anthony Ajuero. So far, that's who is on the Republican ticket. As far as I know, Anthony is the only Republican on the ticket right now. Sam Williams is an independent. He's running as an independent. He also ran as an independent in 2018. And let's see what happens.
So, first, may I go ahead and have
All right, guys, so this is what we're dealing with here. Everything's quiet down after that accident. A lot of concerned citizens went over there to help. It is hot. Actually, I am going to start another stream, and I'm going to go interview Sam Williams here, who is running for Congress. He says he has an important announcement to make and asked me to go interview him. All right, we're gonna go find where Mr. Williams is at and do a quick interview before any more action comes out. What time is it, anybody? Let me see. It is 2:13. I have not seen AOC. They're expecting her any minute now. They're inside still, right? Okay. So they're Escobar and. You wanna? I'm live streaming here. I'm gonna turn this on, and we have a separate stream for that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so we can. All right, we're gonna get in Mr. Williams' car and do this quick interview. We will break away when when AOC comes out. All right, Mr. Williams is gonna turn this AC on for us. It's hot as hell out there.
It's hot as hell out here.
All right, let me flip this. I don't know why it's recording me. Shit, there it goes. All right, let me get in.
This was frozen solid this morning.
All right, I'm gonna get in here and cool off a little bit, guys, so we can be refreshed before we get back out there.
It's brutal. It is a brutal day today. There's a lady from California.
All right, we're gonna go live here in just a second to see what Mr. Williams has to say. Give us a special announcement. All right, let me prepare. I'm gonna do it on another stream, so you guys will have this one live where you're at now, and then I'm gonna have a second one running here.
Are you doing separate audios now? You got the separate audio file. You do the voice overlays.
Actually, I'm running.
Just kick it out of the way, Maria.
Gonna run two streams at the same time here.
It's in the way.
All right, give me 1 second, guys.
That's Joe's scene, remember?
All right,
Turn it on.
I killed all my apps here. It's so hot out there, guys. You guys, glad if you didn't come out here, good for you. It's so hot. You can sit at home and watch.
It says it's only 97 degrees.
I beg to differ.
I don't think so. Because, well, you know what it might be? It's humider here than it is near our house.
All right, get ready to go live here on a separate stream. Here we go. In 2, 1, we're going to start. All right, Mr. Sam Williams running for Congress in Texas District 16. Go ahead, Mr. Williams. This is an announcement you want to make.
All right, here's the big news that was running all over Twitter this weekend. As of effective today, we are running on the Republican ticket for U.S. Congress District 16 against Veronica Escobar and whoever that happens to be the Republican challengers that between now and next March get on the ticket.
So you were running as an independent, and then you decided to switch over to be Republican. You are a conservative.
I am a conservative independent.
Okay.
But what I looked at was I don't want to split the ticket here and allow Veronica Escobar to get reelected based on people not understanding how their votes work. Because what happens is if we split the conservative ticket, she automatically gets back into Congress, which is something we can't have after the fiascos we're seeing out here at this facility and the misinformation that has been being put out really by both far right and far left people. There's, as we know right now, there's 117 kids in the facility. It's got a capacity of 106. They all have beds, they all have food, they all have water. You know, I talked to the guy that lives across the street here. He sees these kids out every day playing soccer and having a good time as long as it's not brutally hot like it is today.
So what if the fact that the independent, because you're conservative and a Republican, you guys would end up possibly splitting the conservative vote.
Right.
So that's the primary reason you're flipping to independent, correct?
To a Republican.
To a Republican, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't, because I don't want to see what we've already had in Congress.
Sure.
Between the last 6 years with Beto and now the last 6 months with Veronica Escobar. If you look at the legislation that Veronica has already put to the House floor, it's all for illegal immigration. It has nothing to do with taking care of American citizens. She is going to do everything she can to follow that party line. I don't bow to the party. I didn't ask the Republicans if I could run on their ticket. We are changing ourselves, whether with or without party support, we're running on the Republican ticket.
So it's going to be, and Diana is saying, two people can't run against Veronica. You're all right, Diana. So what's going to happen is essentially you're going to have a primary with you. Right now it's going to be you and Anthony Abuelo. And if there's any others that throw their hat in the ring, all of you guys are going to have debates and all that stuff.
We'll run regular debates just like you would in a general election.
So now everybody's going to have to be brushed up on policy. They're going to have to understand the actual policies now.
Gotcha.
Not just outside, you know, being at protests and raising hell and saying this is bad. Now you're going to have to offer solutions. Now the thing with these children here, I can't tell you, nobody can answer the question, what do we do? You know, I've run this thing around my head. You can't put them on the street. If we just dump them on the street, they're going to get scooped up by human traffickers or something like that. But why are we having to pay for all these kids coming to the U.S. or all the illegal immigration for that matter? You know, my son-in-law right now is stuck in the U.K. waiting on a visa because we did it the right way. It's going to take 14 and a half months now is what the extended time has been just for us, from somebody from the UK.
And he is military, UK military.
He was. He's out of the military now. But he wants to get out of the UK because of the universal health care. All of the socialist programs that happened in the UK is why he's leaving the UK and wants to come to America. He saw the United States after getting married to my daughter, and plus on numerous joint exercises of the US and British forces out in, you know, Las Vegas and California.
So wait, back up a second. He's married to your daughter who is an American citizen.
Yes.
And he still can't come over.
He can't get his immigration visa for 14 and a half months now is what the wait time is moved to. It used to be about 90 days.
So why didn't he just go to Mexico and come across?
We were talking about that in the backyard.
Because that seems to be the answer, right?
Well, you know, the guy works on aircraft. I mean, he's an avionics technician, engineer on the British, or was on the British Typhoons. So this guy has a lot of knowledge we need to bring to the U.S. He's very good at what he does on the aircraft, and he just decided that the UK is falling apart.
Sure. Worse
than we're falling apart here because of the mass illegal immigration they have in the UK from the Middle East.
Sure.
And this is not just a United States problem right now. This is worldwide, where the illegal immigration is happening in every country.
So let me ask you, ultimately, when did you decide to get on the Republican ticket? When was it that you made up your mind?
I made my mind up last Wednesday.
Okay.
But I had been mulling it around for a while. But then when I saw, you know, somebody else get on the Republican ticket that I don't think is fully aware of the gravity of the job. You have to have somebody that has an even keel, that's not going to be upset every time something goes wrong with whatever they're trying to do, because that's going to happen in Congress. People
are starting to leave out there, man.
People are well aware of the fact that you should be aware of the fact that people are going to be against what you have to say regardless.
Let's get out there. AOC's there. You go see what she has to say.
I already saw that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey, I appreciate it.
All right, man. We'll catch up with Mr. Williams again.
Go get AOC.
Let's go, guys. We're going to go take a look. See what she has to say. Give me a good spot. All right, we're going, guys. We're going. Get me in there.
All right, everybody. Not my president. Oh, that would be no mames.
No mames, Veronica.
Chupa. What a sellout. All right, y'all.
How much
Thank
did you
for
donate?
the community. Very important issue.
How
My
much
name
did you
is Martin
donate?
Gospel, and I chair the
Traicionera.
this term, and I represent the city of San Antonio in the House of Representatives.
Trump 2020.
Today, about 14 members of Congress.
It's a free country.
Casa Franklin, run by Southwest Team, Border Patrol Station number 1 in El Paso, and right now,
You're a leftist.
the Border Patrol Station in Clint, Texas. We came today and we saw that the system is still broken.
Because of you guys. Because of you guys. Fix it.
How much did you donate? How much did you donate?
In which people are being kept. In fact, at the Border Patrol Station number 1, we had a chance to visit with about 15 or 20 mothers, some of whom have been at that Border Patrol Station for over 50 days.
One-term Veronica.
It's just a photo op for them, that's all it is. Yes. When we went into the cell, it was clear that the water was not running. There was a toilet.
AOC crying yet?
for people to drink.
How much did you donate?
One of the women said that she was told by an agent to drink water out of the toilet.
Do your job.
That has been created by the Trump administration.
No, they're not. They're created by you not doing your job.
Folks are facing.
And no,
Trump.
AOC's gonna cry. Hold on, here it comes.
More money.
Here it comes. Hold on. She's got the onion ready. She's got the onion ready. Here it comes. Here's the onion.
It's also about the standards of care. The standards of care by which people are being taken care of. Both children and adults.
Listen to them talk.
You're a leftist. You should shut the fuck up. They figured you out. You're a leftist.
Listen to them talk, right?
Another Smollett story. Another Smollett story.
Before I turn it over, speak
Another
to the Facebook
Smollett story.
page that was discovered by ProPublica today.
That's a bunch of BS. That's bullshit. You know it.
Disgusting.
What is it? The DNC page?
Unfortunately, that there are many within CBP who have become desensitized to the point of being dangerous to the migrants in their care.
You are a that's horrible, dude. Those guys are protecting your nation. You're a sellout. You're a punk sellout.
Who are overwhelmed.
And we like bacon and pork too, so
Like those who were part of that Facebook page.
Come and work the
And
board
we
yourself.
expect that there will be a
yeah, come work and steady yapping.
I expect that there will be a congressional investigation.
Veronica's like Fresh Prince. Yeah, another investigation. How about doing your
I'm going to
job?
turn it over to the congresswoman from El Paso.
Which one's gonna cry first?
Veronica Escobar.
Yeah. No moment. Sell out.
I just want to say to my colleagues who made the journey.
Snuck you in the back door while we were worried about Bethel. Snuck you in the back door.
And I do want to comment.
The worst thing that happened to El Paso is Veronica.
One of the things that we see in action, whether it's the Facebook page or the chance that we're hearing today, is a dehumanizing of people that is very dangerous to our country.
Or an exploitation of politicians.
And the minute
You're avoiding them.
The 10th congressional delegation visit that we've had in El Paso, I am so grateful to everyone who has taken the time to visit. Good public policy is crafted when people are able to see with their own eyes.
Well, then tell the truth.
And speak to people, whether it's patient or whether it's not. And so these are numbers. Some of whom have come back a second time. Some of whom have come back a third time. And many
Freedom of speech.
very interested in ensuring that we build the best legislative agenda, the most humane, and the most reflective of American values. So I'm going to let them speak for themselves so that they can describe what they saw. Hi, I'm Congressmember Veronica. I also happen to serve on the Committee for Homeland Security. This is my third visit here today. What we learned today is there's still separation happening for family units. So we spoke to people separated from her.
Don't the sex trafficking going on by the psycho?
Children trafficking. This is what happens when there's children trafficking in our southern border.
And he's been
Close the border. That guy Rashid, whatever the hell your name is, that little
So we know the
get him to close
separation
the damn
continues.
border.
We
The
did not
knuckleheads,
get
that's gonna
answers.
stop all this right here. We close the border.
That's right.
Close the fucking border down, bro. That's what you gotta do.
The Remain in
You
Mexico
know,
program.
close the damn border
People
down.
are being
And you're not gonna
raped
get
when they're
Latino
being sent
votes
back.
anyway, so I don't know why
People
you're
are
fighting.
undergoing violence, and we did not get answers about the inconsistencies of policy on who's sent back and who's not. We saw at the last stop an entire cell.
What about the angel mom?
There you go.
How about the babies that are being a part of that Planned Parenthood? How about you stand up for those babies? They're American babies.
What we're seeing here
is we're seeing.
How about thanking the agents that are working the bus
Now let me say one more
Guys, you
thing.
want to know what's happening there? They were just inside. Why don't you listen?
We just passed a supplemental bill in Congress.
That's for you.
And when I asked the question, what are you going to spend that money on? I got a blank stare because they're saying you came at the wrong time. Nobody is here. The influx has really come down and it's slow. So what we're hearing come out of here is very different than what we're seeing certainly all days right now. And we do not see very many people have an opportunity to be very nice for talking to people and put a lot of restrictions. So with that, I'm going to give my colleagues an opportunity to talk. We'll answer questions after.
Can you tell us something they're doing good in there? For a change, tell us something good, please.
And I will never forget the image in a cell and seeing 15 women, tears coming down their faces as they talked about being separated from their children, about having no running water, and about not being able to know when they were going to get out.
They're taking care of where they were at.
My friend.
But I really came here for the kids, and I came here to make sure the kids, particularly here at Clint, are being treated the best way that they can be. And I know that the Flores attorneys talked to 60 kids, talked the truth. This system is broken, and the Border Patrol was just trying to
Build the wall,
show
deport them all.
Veronica pays herself $24,000 a month.
We can get rid of all these problems. Shut the water down. Shut it down.
We know the system is broken. It's got to be fixed.
We're talking about fixing. Yeah.
Congress, I wanted to be here because how our government treats the least of these. If you remember Matthew 25, it's a gospel I love. I was hungry, and you gave me to drink.
Where's Ocasio-Cortez on their 3-deal bullshit?
I was thirsty, and you clothed me. I was in prison, and you visited me. That's what we wanted to do here today, to visit this broken system. So that we can do better as Americans. We will be judged as a country, as a government, by how we treat the least of these. And with that, I know we can do better. Thank you very much.
They get the onions ready for AOC. Here it comes. Veronica pays herself $12,000 and she thinks she wants more.
District here in Texas. I represent Fort Worth and Dallas, and I'm a very proud Texan. But what I saw here today in our state, on United States property, is shameful. And it's been exacerbated
Hey, go back in there and tell
by the policies
I bet they won't take
of
that
this
from
President of the United States and Stephen Miller and the other people around here that have used people as pawns in a game instead of working with Congress to try to pass real comprehensive immigration reform and to try to do something. They've eliminated policies and ended policies that would have actually helped
We don't hear the good stuff that happens. Always the bad evil stuff. I want to hear something good. I know they're doing good work in there.
Got absolutely no
Come on,
help.
man.
And like it's been said earlier, we need to be spending money on helping individuals with healthcare needs, with affordable housing,
on our people?
not
about our people?
with all these enforcement efforts that we're seeing here today that are separating families. We need back to one seat, demanding that.
You just told a lie.
My name's Pete Aguilar. I represent California's 31st District.
Nobody cares about California. You guys don't even know
This is my
you guys
second
don't know
trip
your
to
state.
El
Get out of ours.
This trip is about providing oversight.
We don't want all that.
This trip is us as members of Congress exercising our constitutionally directed job to provide oversight over these conditions and over this administration that is not implementing the policies that we We're going to continue to come. We're going to continue to lend our voice. We're going to continue to exercise our oversight ability to ensure that we protect these young people who are in the care of the United States government, to make sure we're doing our job, and collapsing not shirk from that. Congresswoman Lori Train.
Another stolen case. Yeah.